That's how you know if your RSMs are shot. Time to replace them. Alright, today we're doing e36 rear shock mounts. These are the tools you need: 13mm socket, 16mm wrench, and a 6mm wrench, or vice grips, and preferably liquid wrench if you have any. So the first step you're going to do, if you have a rear strut bar, take it out. And if you have a rear strut bar, you've probably cut holes in your carpet, so you don't need to remove the carpet because you can access everything through your hole. But if you don't have a strut bar, you're going to have to take out your battery tray, take out your carpet, your base carpet, take out your taillight covers, and then you can pretty much peel back the carpet. You might need to take these stereo box, or these sub boxes out. I'm not sure, and I think to take them out you have to take the rear parcel deck out from inside there, so look up another DIY if you need to do that. So the first thing you need to do when you're in here, there's going to be a little rubber cap like this on top of your mount. So you just peel it off with a screwdriver, or I just used my wrench. And then what we're going to do is take our liquid wrench and spray it right on top like that, and do that on both sides. Get it on the thread so it can soak into that nut, and then we'll leave that for about an hour. What you do is lay down in your trunk, get comfy. I opened up my seats for some extra headroom. Can't do that if you're a sedan, sorry guys. So get a good grip with your vice grips on that top, and then just start unscrewing. Obviously I already broke this, it's gonna take some more force the first time. When the nut's getting up towards the top of the stem, you might want to get some small vice grips or a small pair of needle nose pliers just to hang on to the threads while you finish the nut off. But don't bite it too hard if you use vice grips, because you don't want to mash those threads up. If you're going to reuse your shocks, if you're replacing the shocks, then who cares? But if you're going to reuse your old shocks, then be careful. Alright, so the nut's free. Hang on to that nut unless you bought a new one. The kit I bought didn't come with new nuts, so we're going to be reusing all the old hardware. So now that that's off, we're going to take off these 13mm nuts that are holding on this strut bar bracket. We're going to take the bracket out just so it's out of the way, and then we'll jack up the car. Alright, you only need to jack it up high enough that you can actually take this thing out. So, press the shock a little bit. Come on, shock. There we go. So, yeah, that's a dead shock mount. Wow. We might rough this up, or clean it up with some green scuff pad real quick, because yeah, here's our old gasket. It's just a nasty paper gasket. That thing failed, so we'll clean that up and then we'll put the new one in. So we're just using one of these green scuff pads to try and clean up the metal here a little bit. That's good enough for me. Give it a wipe with a rag. That's good enough. So here are our new parts from FCP. Now they're known as FCP Euro. They used to be known as FCP Groton. This is our new shock mount. Very healthy. Comes with a gasket pre-installed, and for some reason the kit actually came with another pair of gaskets, so I don't know what to do with that is. I guess I'll just use the one that's on there and save the others. Alright, I couldn't really do this and hold the camera easily at the same time, so all I did, I went for the green gaskets because they were thicker, they seem higher quality. I just put the new shock mount on the shock and then pulled the shock up and guided all the bolts and stuff in, so it's in there now. And then we'll just lower the car down ever so gently with one hand, so it's easier to get in the trunk. Then we'll take our new washer thing, hop in here. There's our beautiful new mount. Throw this cap on, throw our strut brace bracket back in there, and you're done. I've never done this before, and it only took me 15 or 20 minutes on this side. It's probably a little quicker since I have, this hole for my strut brace, but still very simple. And check out how much play I have now. Zero. No more squeaky shock mounts.